So this is my video on the Golden Frieza EZA. So see, we have Int Vegeta here on this turn, just doing his thing. First run, I didn't really have Power Beyond Super Saiyan allies here to run, which is quite unfortunate. That's alright. But we do still end up getting through the level decently quickly. Again, it's still quite nice. Goten and Trunks do end up finishing this Frieza off. Also quite nice. Then takes us into level 2, where now I start making a Power Beyond Super Saiyan team right here. I don't actually have one made here, so I edit my Inhuman Deeds team, and you can see who I end up putting in here. Yeah, you can tell who I end up putting in here. Yeah, that's who I end up putting in. So, yeah, that's who I end up putting in here. Gods just end up doing their thing here, so there's not much that I'll need to explain here. The gods will just do their thing here. So I'm not going to explain too much here. At least I believe that's what happens here, is the gods just destroy everything here. Yep, that's exactly what they wind up. No, actually, Broly's the one who ends up killing here. So Broly ends up killing with just his 12 key here. And then that gets us into level 3 here. Pretty much this is where I introduce my team. Again, we have the Tech God, Tech Hour Broly, Base Broly, Tech EZA Gohan, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then the Super EZA Goten Trunks of a Tech God's friend. Obviously, they're my leader as well, with the Power Beyond Super Saiyan category. So that'll take us into level 3. Again, that's my starting turn. Don't really need to explain much. Yeah, so the Tech Gods will just end up clearing this stage for the most part. They're going to clear a lot of the stages here. Not much that I'm going to be explaining here. Actually, I think it's Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta that ends up getting the kill here. Tech Gods will weaken him a whole lot here, though. Yeah, Tech Gods do a lot of damage, but I don't think they end up getting the kill here. And Frieza ends up supering me here. I said Gogeta, I'm not sure if he can counter this super attack. He might be able to, though. I think this one might be key-based, so he may be able to counter that. Yep, Gogeta with the critical ends up killing here. That's pretty much the end of level 3. Then takes us into level 4. Where he goes into his TUR form. And this is where I get that as the setup. I end up putting Tech Gohan in slot 1 here, so he can do a lot of damage. I don't remember if I transform Broly here. Yes, I do end up transforming Broly here. Fortunately, I wasn't able to get him an 18 key here. And I don't remember if I end up killing him with the gods or not. Gohan ends up getting a crit here, though, which against his Frieza is beneficial. I don't remember if the gods end up killing here or not. They might end up killing here. I don't remember if they do. Yeah, the gods end up killing here, so Broly transforming wasn't really beneficial for me. Just for accessing like a few links that maybe I didn't have active before. So that then takes us into level 5, where I don't remember what the starting turn is here. Yeah, that's my starting turn. Again, I end up putting Gohan in slot 1 here for more maximum possible damage. Getting the gods an 18 key, and then Gogeta will also get an 18 key here. So Gohan just with more maximum possible damage here. Really the only reason I brought Gohan in here. And Gohan will get the 18 key, which will also end up being a crit. And the gods just doing as much damage as they possibly can to this Frieza. With as much additionals as they can possibly get off here. And I don't remember if I end up killing this Frieza on this turn or not. Wait, God's just doing as much damage as they possibly can. So I end up not killing with the gods here. I think Gogeta ends up killing here. Frieza ends up supering me on the gods here, which doesn't really matter because it doesn't do any damage to me anyway. I think Gogeta ends up killing here. He does, yep. So that's the end of level 5. And takes us into level 6 here. I think this is where I get my worst possible setup here. Yeah, I don't get a too ideal setup here. Again, I end up putting Gohan in slot 1 again. I do end up getting Broly an 18 key here, which is good. Now, this is the first time where Gohan does not crit here. Here, though, he ends up critting. And the gods just doing what they have to do here to weaken this Frieza. Is what ends up happening here. Gods with as many supers as they can possibly get off here. Obviously for more damage on this Frieza, which is super ideal. Here. And the more damage on this Frieza, the better. Here. Again, super ideal. Whatever helps me to kill him faster. Oh yes, this is where Broly ends up getting the finishing blow here. Essentially is what I'm gonna call it. Then takes us into the final level here. Final level that I ended up recording here. And takes in the LR form here. This is actually the worst possible starting rotation that I've had throughout this EZA. Fortunately, again, I'm not able to get that Broly in 18 key. But I am with that Broly, though. Gogeta does not end up getting an 18 key here either. Frieza ends up supering me here. And doesn't really do anything. Broly just doing his thing. Yep, Broly just doing his thing here. I think this is about the point where I say, be sure to like and subscribe. If you did enjoy this video, Tech Broly just doing as much damage as he possibly can here. Not gonna be able to kill here though. I didn't realize that Tech Broly actually dodged there, even though it was kind of completely unnecessary for him to do that. Gogeta just doing as much damage as he can. When I remember, I'm not actually able to kill here. Yep, I am not able to kill there. This is actually where I put the gods in slot 1, not Gohan here. And I don't believe that, yeah, Goten Trunks were not able to attack here, if I recall. Yeah, Goten Trunks are not able to, are essentially not going to be able to do anything. And I don't think Gohan really does anything here either. Yeah, essentially the gods just end up taking care of business on the second turn here. Yeah, essentially, if you did enjoy this video of me doing the 7 levels of Frieza here, obviously be sure to like and subscribe. Essentially, I'll just see you all in the next video. And essentially, this is where I end up getting the free Dragon Stones. Completing that level here, and this is where I